Hello, lads. It's me, Ross. I have well, I've sent you a link in Hangouts, I'd imagine. Otherwise, there's no fucking way you'd ever find this video. But essentially, I don't know where the fuck I am. I just wanted to make a quick video. Well, I say quick. I have no idea how fucking long this is going to be. To just kind of talk about, well, initially D&D stuff. Because I've got a few ideas that I'd like to get your opinion on, but I think it's probably best to get them out first. And then, you know, once that's done, we can take it from there, see what's happening. So I'm just gonna fucking go anyway. I mean, you know what? Let's start where it all began. Nope. Where it all began is Elgin. I can't fast travel from this location. Shit. Where's the door? Where? Oh, there's so many lads in here. Which one of you Burnley lads can help me out and show me the exit? Was that the door? Like Dayspring Canyon? Is that the fucking exit? Fuck it. Please be there. Right, so fuck me. It's just way off already. I know. Ah, fucking Christ. Right, so currently I have like 3 kind of strong plans for a D&D campaign. One we've spoken about previously, well, I know I've definitely spoken about it before, is having the game set in like ancient Greece. Now, I think there's a lot of interesting possibilities with a game set in there. There is obviously a lot of interest in history, and it's a very different time from now. Now, as a form, just kind of like a forward for that possibility, you have to understand that there wouldn't be much magic in it, probably. It's not, especially not to the degree of like a wizard would have, you know. It'd probably be a much more kind of, I say realistic, but it would not be a magic heavy world. There might be elements of it, but not really something that you lads would possess, per se. So essentially the way I see that campaign going is that it'd be kind of like Homer's Odyssey to a large extent. You'd be like a group of, I don't know if it would be renowned, but definitely a group of adventurers. Maybe renowned will come later. And it would be going from place to place, completing tasks. Some might be given to you by the gods, others might be people just looking for help and offer you coin for your services, you know. It could be those type of scenarios. The real interesting part from ancient Greece for me anyway is the setting. I think ancient Greece and Mesopotamia are just fascinating cultures, so we could really play into that a lot, because obviously at the time Greece was not one nation. It was split into lots of different city-states, so a lot of them were at war with each other for most of the time. So you have sort of Achaea, which is Spartans, and Lacedaemonia, which is the Spartans. And then you have other city-states in there as well, like Corinth and Thebes, and then a lot of smaller ones on some of the outlying islands. So there's possibility for inter-regional conflict there. City-states at war with each other. That I think would be really interesting. Like a cool, maybe kind of geopolitical front to exploit, where you could try to play city-states off of each other to try and gain power yourselves, or even to help your favoured city win an important war. But moreover, the possibilities to explore outside the Greek world would be interesting and would pose their own adventures and risks for the players. Because I mean, obviously, a lot of people at that time didn't really go anywhere. You would have individuals that would be born, live and die within a 30-kilometre radius, you know? They would not go far. I just realised I said kilometres, you're probably going to rip the piss out of me for that. But the point stands, you know? People didn't move around. They didn't really get to experience other cultures. I mean, there was always some classes of people that did, merchants primarily, and upper classes, sure. But your average individual, probably not that much. They would have heard about the outside world from just those people that I've mentioned, the ones that did travel, and that was really where they got all their information, the outside world. So it would be interesting for you characters to obviously have grown up in a very culturally Greek world, and then go to places like, well, wherever you want really, ancient Egypt, Persia. I mean, it's a possibility for you to interact with Scythians, which I don't know if that was the right time period, but essentially Scythians are horse nomadic people. So think like Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan and his Mongols, that kind of nomadic lifestyle, like on horses. You know, you get the idea. So like moving up into the kind of steppe of like northern Ukraine, Kazakhstan, those, you know, those sorts of areas. Or even the possibility of you going across the Mediterranean, because obviously those Greek city-states that founded colonies all across the Mediterranean. You could travel into North Africa, you could travel to Britain. A pre-Roman Britain era would be a very interesting place for you to visit. You know, there's very, very different structure there than what your characters would be used to, so there is possibilities in that kind of world for there to be lots of interesting interactions, and I think there'd be a lot of opportunities for interesting storytelling. Oh, I missed. I'm just gonna leave. So that was, yeah. I mean, that's probably one of the things that I'm considering. Because my vision for that kind of story would really be you starting off as a group of people, probably with a boat. You know, it'd be useful to have, and just travelling around Greece initially, helping out people that were willing to pay you for it. So doing mercenary work, and who knows? There could be some intervention from the gods at play. And as you build up your renown, you could be looking to fight mythical beings, the Nemean lion, or a Medusa perhaps, maybe even a Cyclops. You know, there is possibilities in that world where you could even have it where you're going down into the underworld to find the soul of a lost comrade. This is something you could do in the Greek world, the ancient Greco world. It'd be very interesting. But yeah, it'd just be what you wanted to play, because it's not your normal D&D experience. I'll be honest, because I would really limit the amount of magic players could use, which isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea. I appreciate that. So that's really one possibility. I hear a bear. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this! Get me out of here. Okay. Fucking Christ. Fuck you. Right. Now, what am I looking for? Nothing. Right. The next possibility I was thinking for D&D would be... Tell me there's not a dragon.
I heard you were at the wedding of the Emperor's cousin. Solitude. God.
Yeah. Yeah, that was horrible, lad. Sorry. So, getting back to my point, the second storyline I was thinking about doing for D&D would be running with your classic fare. So, you lads are a group of adventurers just in a tavern, maybe some kind of tragedy strikes town bandit raid or some such, and you all rise to your feet to prevent it. You do so, and then you find that you all have a lot in common, and that is really the beginning of your adventures as a party. And you then go on adventures from town to town, city to city, helping people and, you know, getting paid for the work. I mean, nothing's free. Nothing's free. So, I kind of talk a little bit about those kind of worlds. It would be it'd be a classic D&D fair. So there'd be towns and cities, empires and countries and nation states, but none would be all-consuming. There'd be smaller in scope. Maybe think a bit like the Holy Roman Empire. Oh god, that's going to throw you. Right, okay, so about 500 years ago, there was no Germany. There was just a lot of different German kind of nation states. They were all small, they were like principalities, they were vying for control over the other. There was cooperation, there was disagreement, you know. It is what it is. So that's kind of what it would feel like. There'd be small nation states helping each other, fighting each other, but they would not control all the territory in the world. So you would have a city with a zone of influence around it of several miles, where they would have farms, you know, vineyards, other kind of things that need to for that city to survive. But then past that would be wilderness, farms, mountains, hills that people don't go to because that's where danger lurks. That's where these beasts that so terrify individuals stay. It's, you know, it's things like werewolves and fuck, that's really the first thing that came to mind, Jesus. But like, you know, these things like giant spiders and goblins and orc tribes that pillage traders' caravans. These are the things that live in the wilds. It's the things that scare merchants that make sure that they don't venture off the beaten path. And those are places that you can go. You can go to these dark dungeons and untouched woodlands because you are, you know, you're adventurous. It's what you do. So there's more unknown there. So that kind of story I would really foresee as being you lads going out and going from town to town and doing, you know, your own thing. And I would try to weave a larger story through that narrative, where there would be a progressing evil that would have its hand in events that you might not necessarily notice. I mean, I would try. I'm kind of new to the storytelling stuff, so don't guarantee it'd be as subtle as I want it to be. But that would definitely be a thing we could look at. So I would want to have this, you know, this building narrative where you know, an unseen hand is guiding these evil events towards their fruition. So maybe it's an archlich who's trying to get back into this world, or a dragon lord who's trying to break free of an elemental plane. You know, a king who's just looking to dominate the rest of the world. These sorts of things that would result in a climactic final battle, a true good versus evil struggle. You know, that's what I'm thinking right now, for sure. The other So yeah, that's the second kind of idea, or your traditional D&D fair. The other one is similar to that, but the world setting would be different. So, or the story rather. So, it'd still be in the world that's, you know, yeah, kind of set in like a medievalish kind of period with magic and other races and so forth. But there would be a great evil that had won a war hundreds of years in the past, and now forces of evil live in the cities and the towns, and races like humans, elves, dwarves, dragonborn, they are the ones that are ostracised from society and forced to live in the woodlands and the mountains, and they are hunted by these forces of darkness. Now, I'm not set on what these forces may be. It could be dragons have taken over and have ruled over their own cities as gods in their own right. Or it could be that hundreds of years in the past, a demon army broke through from the abyss and rampaged through the lands, killing all and trying to turn the material plane, which is where you all exist, into an extension of hell itself. And your goal is to try and fight against these dark forces to retake the lands that you once called home. Now, make no mistake, this campaign would be much more difficult than a standard one, purely because wherever you went, you would be a hostile and people would be hostile to you in a way. See, I could see this campaign kind of playing out somewhat like the Shadow of Mordor series, in which you were in hostile territory, but there's always a possibility of getting the people to fight against their own kind. Demons could be quarrelsome creatures, so the possibility exists that you could use one against another, that they could willingly help you if it meant that they could tear down their rival. So, those are really my three kind of bare bones ideas. And that's really it for D&D. That's my idea. So I'd love to know what you guys thought. I'd love to know what you guys want to do, in truth. If there's a storyline that you want to experience. Like, maybe none of those are really what you were hoping for from the game. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll fucking calm your tits, pal. I'll put an arrow in your gob. Who was the slug that I killed? Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, let me know what you think. Yeah, I'd just love to get your thoughts on it. Now, there is another thing I was thinking about doing. I know it's not a D&D session at all. It's totally different. But you never know. You might think it's somewhat interesting. Now, it's something I've considered doing for a while. Never actually bothered to do though, which is my fault, in fairness. I kind of want to make a series of Destiny, but not like a gameplay series or shit like that. Not like a, Crucible week to week. Nothing like that. It would be a story-driven series, set in Destiny, but not really using the game too much. More just using the kind of basic outlay. So just trying to think how to explain my vision for it. So, what I was thinking would be, oh man, the snow's just gonna stay. So what I was thinking was that it would be a story told through action reports, I suppose. So at the end of the mission, you would send a report into command that was like a summary of the mission with the briefings, you know, that kind of deal, explaining what happened during it and any evidence you'd uncovered. So in my mind, I'd probably have a fire team of 3. It'd be a, you know, a hunter, titan, warlock, classic Destiny stuff. Your classic fire team, and they would be, apologies. Sorry, they would be given a task. Whether that would be, I suppose what I envisioned would probably be them going to sort of Venus, for example, and having them fight the Vex, and uncover a plot for them to, you know, end of the world type scenario. And just as that story progresses, it's early stages. I've not really thought too much about the individual stories, but it's just, you know, if you'd be interested in, taking part, maybe voicing one of the characters in it. I don't know. Like, this is still fucking early days. But, you know, just again, let me know your thoughts on it. Might be interesting to hear them. Also, I know we'd spoken, well, previously there'd been discussions that you'd like for me to do a podcast on. So give me 2 seconds, lads. And I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, fuck, where was I? That's totally just destroyed my train of thought. Fuck, I was talking about the Destiny thing. I don't know if there's anything else I was going to mention after that, fuck. Nope, it's gone. It's gone. What I was talking about is fucking in my mind now. Right. So yeah, I mean that's, this is getting long, this is like 23 minutes, so if you're still watching this, fucking good luck, lads, so well done yous. But yeah, that's really what I was thinking. Oh, the podcast thing, that's what it was, that's what I was saying. I know you'd want me to kind of one about modern events, I guess, like current events, like what's happening in the fucking world. And I might, but I was thinking if I was going to do something like that, I'd probably start with history, because it's something I know much more about. So I was thinking maybe do one on the First World War, because it's a subject I know a lot about, and well, I don't know how much you do know about it. So even if it's just, you know, overview that kind of stuff, historical content, and then maybe move into the modern day, because I don't know too much. I mean, I know what I read in the news and that kind of stuff, but I don't avidly research that kind of thing. So yeah, that was really what I was thinking in that regard. But if you let me know if you think that'd be interesting or not, then I'll try it. I'll give it a go. And yeah, if again, lads, if you're still watching this, much appreciated, because that's gonna be a big fucking ask. But you know, let me know what you think. And if there's like a random watching this that's that doesn't know me and has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but why are you here? I mean, what the fuck, lad? I mean, you're welcome. But you know, this is naughty. Fuck Christ, nobody's gonna watch this. Right, listen. This is gonna be totally unedited, mostly because I don't really know how, and even if I did, I don't know if I could be arsed doing it. So this is gonna come out as one long form stream of consciousness, and I hope, you know, you listened. Till next time, I guess. Goodbye.